What's up, guys? Welcome back. We are back here at Sint Maarten for the second day in a row today for the retro update here. Not too many aircraft out here, only four. The time frame for this update is around 12:30 for the winter season of 2005. Not that this is on departedflights.com, but it's just that was really the best time on the website that I could do one of these. And that is because I purchased this Sint Maarten Airport Series set by Gemini Jets, and it was kind of modeled based around this time, so I already have 3 of the aircraft for retro Sint Maarten, and so I expect to see more retro Sint Maarten updates in the future. But this is it. They had quite the operation back in the day, and I mean they still have a really big operation considering the size of the island today, but especially back in the day, at their peak around the 2010, 11, 12 time, when they were getting, of course, the famous KLM 747s and Corsair 747s. Those were the days, man, for Sint Maarten. But, they were still relevant back in 2005, so that is the time frame for this update. And we still have plenty of aircraft to get to here, including a wide body. We will be beginning with probably the least exciting aircraft here. It is the BWI West Indies 737-800, operating for Caribbean Airlines. So the BWI West Indies is the airline that turned into Caribbean Airlines. So I don't remember exactly when that change took place. So according to the website for 2005, it was Caribbean Airlines was the official airline that operated this, but the label was in the BWA blue, so I'm guessing I don't know. I'm guessing that this aircraft still would have been used, so maybe it just hadn't been painted yet into the Caribbean Airlines paint scheme, but that is what the dealio is with this one. So I'm really just not too sure. But this one is currently backtracking on runway 10, and it will be we'll just be turning around here, be lining itself up, and it will be blasting off here, blasting everyone on the beach. It'll be heading out to Jamaica. What's the city in Jamaica? Kingston, Jamaica. And it previously arrived from Port of Spain, Trinidad, which is where the airline where it was founded. So pretty cool right there. And gorgeous aircraft right here by Gemini Jets, and beautiful paint scheme. I really like this paint scheme, and a great fit here at Sint Maarten. Really fits the island theme. And moving on right here into the aircraft parked at the terminal. We'll begin here at Alpha 1. We have this WestJet 737-700. Now, I'm not sure back then if they had a jet bridge here at this gate or not. They don't have one nowadays, but they might have had one back then, as they did have more jet bridges at the terminal back in the day, and you'll see that later on in this update. But I'm not sure, so if there are any Sint Maarten locals that could tell me whether or not Alpha 1 used to have a jet bridge back in this time frame or not, that'd be greatly appreciated. But for now, it just has the air stairs, and if there was a jet bridge, we'll just say it broke down, so the passengers have to use the air stairs for today. So this one came in from Montreal, and it will be on the turnaround. We'll be heading back out there, looking very nice right here. And of course, the star of the show here is the Air Transat A332 by Gemini Jets. So yeah, this one flew to Sint Maarten back in the day. Air Transat still flies there on the A321neo. It's not quite as exciting as the A330, but this model did come in the set. The last 2 aircraft in this update, all of them but the WestJet, came in the set there, which also composes the terminal of the airport. So it's kind of cool. But so this one came in from Toronto, and it'll be on the turnaround, heading back out to Toronto. So yeah, really cool to see the Air Transat A330. Of course, this was the only wide body that came in the set. The other wide body that flew here at the time was Corsair, but they were not included for some reason. I don't know if there was a model made of them yet. I know that Gemini did make some Corsair models, and I would like to get my hands on one of those at some point. I don't have any for now, but Corsair 747, I hope will come to the channel at some point in the future for use here at Sint Maarten. I think that would be really cool to feature. But for now, we just have the Air Transat. So yeah, like I said, this one on the turn from Toronto. Gorgeous model right here. Even though it doesn't not as detailed as they are today. For 2005, this is definitely sufficient and a very nice model indeed here. And glad to incorporate it in this retro SXM airport update. And our final aircraft in this update, of course, is the Continental 77200. So this is the gate that does not currently have a jet bridge, and does not have it anymore, Alpha 3. I don't believe they do, and that is because, according to Swiss 001's video at Sint Maarten, I did not see a jet bridge at this gate, so that is why I'm using it as a source. So at least back then they used to, as I can see on old Google Maps photos that or Google Earth satellite images, that they did used to have a jet bridge here, so that is why there is one here, and it's not on the taxi line, so that's a little bit better. Sorry about that. So this one came in from Newark on turn once again. See a lot of those here, but just really, this is the final model that came in the set, so just a nice way to round it out here with the Continental 77200 getting catering here. So yeah, that'll do it for this update of Sint Maarten. I'm actually going to move the camera over here so you can get a complete lineup here of the aircraft at the terminal here. I don't know if I'm able to get a super good shot of all of them, but you can still see them all, even though it's not showing completely the Continental 77200. We have a nice little lineup here of aircraft here. So just wanted to do a retro Sint Maarten update right after, of course, the current day update. So you can see a little bit of the differences. Of course, we don't have any of our small Win Air Twin Otters, as Win Air did not exist back then. There were other airlines like Dutch and Tiela's Airlines, and there weren't even any flights listed on the website. I used the Wayback Machine to find these. There aren't even any flights listed for the Dutch and Tiela's Express Airlines or whatever it was. So I don't know what I would include for that, but I'm guessing that was on turboprops. So yeah, that's all we have for this update of Sint Maarten. So thank you all for checking it out once again. I guess that's where I'll leave it for today, with this awesome shot of these three aircraft here. Thank you all for checking it out, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.